Welcome everyone to the Merciful Metal channel. My name is Thomas and today I will take you guys with me to the record fair that I just visited. I've done videos about the record fair in the past, or at least the haul, the records that I got there, what I showed in a video, but I never really took you guys with me. So in this video, that's exactly what I will do and give you guys an impression of what the record fair that I always visit, what I always talk about, what that record fair is like. Also, at the end of the video, I will show you guys the haul shit that I got. There's some fantastic stuff in there. But first, I'll show you guys around a little bit at the record fair, give you guys an impression what it is like, and I hope you'll enjoy it. This record fair is pretty international. There are a lot of sellers from like Germany, France, even Denmark, Belgium a lot. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of good metal to find there. Again, you'll see it in the haul that I got. Also a lot of rarities. There are also some rarities that I've never really seen before at a record fair like that. There are also a lot of good death metal rarities, but unfortunately most of what I saw was a little bit overpriced. I almost got my hands on one death metal grail, but we didn't came out with the price, so I just let it go. But even like holding these gems, seeing these gems in real life, just fucking fantastic. Unfortunately, like I said, a little bit too expensive. So at the end of the day, I got my bag full of great stuff. It was time to go back home, but before I really go home, there's always one tradition I have to do: Burger King. So after that, I went back home with a bag full of fantastic records. You'll see them in the bag, and it's, yeah, you get an impression of what the record fair was like. There was some great stuff there, some great albums to see, to find. It's just always fun digging there, and always like the anticipation of what you'll find there. I guess you don't want to wait any longer, so I'll just start with the first record I got. I went a little easy this time. Only got 10 records, just 10, but still they're fucking fantastic. Stuff I don't usually find in the wild. There's some stuff you can expect in the wild, but most of them I really like have to especially go to these like events to find stuff like this. Starting off from Mexico, this is Cristal y Acero, Crystal and Steel. I mean, already off the bat, that fucking cover, absolutely fantastic. These guys are from Mexico. We're starting off already with some pretty obscure stuff, even though this is not like the most obscure band you'll find one of, I mean, to me, it's one of the more well-known bands from the Mexican scene. But, you know, I guess obscurity is subjective, because for like most of you guys, you've never seen this shit. Fantastic band, love them. I already have their first album, self-titled one from '84. But this is a great one to find and a great way to start off this haul. Next up, from Japan, this is Nokemono from the Black World. Now this record is actually from 1979, one of the, if not the first heavy metal record from Japan. It's still very on the hard rock side, so if you follow this on the hard rock, it also works. Great album. It really has that 70s feeling to it, and I've been looking for this one for a while. It's not that cheap, but it wasn't too expensive to find. Usually it has an Obi strip, this one didn't, but it's fine with me. I'm just very happy to have a copy of this album. Great album from Japan. This one has also been on my radar for years and years, but never really got around to pick it up. This is Excess from Spain. Sigo al Tiempo. This is melodic rock. Doesn't really look heavy metal, but yeah, just fantastic. I mean, Spain has a great 80s heavy metal scene. But one thing I think is very underrated is their 80s melodic rock scene, because Spain has a lot of fantastic melodic rock bands. This is one of them, Excess. This one is from 87 or 89, I'm not pretty sure, but I'm very happy to have finally found this one, because I've been looking for it for years, not actively, but you know, a good copy never really popped up. So I'm very happy with that one, as well as this one. This one is just fantastic. By the way, we're already going crazy from fucking Mexico to Japan to Spain. Now we're going to Korea. You guys know I fucking love Korean heavy metal, and for the past few times on this record fair, I've always managed to find a Korean metal record. They're not easy to find, especially in Europe. So it's record fairs like this where I really have to find this shit. This is Sinyaway, whatever you pronounce it, and the album is called Heavy Metal Sinyaway. Just fucking look at that. This is one of, well, probably the best band from the Korean scene. This is also the first Korean metal record, or seen as like the godfathers of the Korean metal scene. Sinyaway. This is their debut album from 85 or 86. The record says 86. They were a little late to the party, and this album, despite being from 86, it still has a very 70s feeling to it. And I just fucking love to pick up some Korean shit. I never see anyone in the VC show any it even has the original. I never see anyone in the VC ever show any Korean stuff at all. My Korean metal collection is not crazy big, but I'm fairly sure I have the biggest collection of Korean metal shit in the whole VC, and I fucking love it. Great band, great stuff. Check this one out, it's worth it. Next up, just gotta put it back. There we go. Next up, from Korea, we are going to Slovakia, or former Czechoslovakia. I love this band. This is like the most well-known, the best band from Czechoslovakia from that period of time, at least to me, and in Slovakia as well. These guys are fucking rock legends there, and their stuff is not expensive, it's not rare, it's just, it never really pops up, and because it's so cheap, it's almost too expensive to buy on Discogs with like shipping costs and shit. But they are just fantastic. This is Tubla Tanka, great name, with the album Zkusíme tu ses fes mir. I have no idea either, but these guys, like I said, are absolutely fantastic. So goddamn fantastic. I love these guys, even though this album is from 1987. By the way, it's their third album by that time. No, the second one. Their second album. Yeah, the second one. Even though these guys are fucking fantastic, sometimes their songs are either a hit or a miss, but the hits really make up for the misses. If you have no idea what this may sound like, they write ballad-like songs, but also just straightforward heavy metal, also fucking speed metal, whatever is in there, hard rock. It's a mixture of all of that. Do me a favor and check out the title track of this album. I'm not going to pronounce it again, but you can see it right there. That one. Do me a favor, check it out, and if you are checking that one out, there's also one from this album that you have to check out. This is their fourth album from 1990. Yes, Nebo Peklo Arai. Again, no clue. Also, fantastic album. These guys have a pretty big discography for a relatively obscure band. Like I said, they are fucking rock legends in Slovakia, but outside of that, I doubt anyone has ever heard of these guys. Which is a shame. Like I said, check out that song, but there's also one song from this album, the first track from this album, Demon Pomsti. That one worth checking out. Pause this fucking video right now, check out that song, and if you did, let me know what you think of these guys. They are just absolutely fantastic. They really have their own sound. The singer is very recognizable, songwriting wise. They really have their own style. They're very recognizable. These guys are fantastic. Tubla Tanka, and I'm so happy to have, because I missed these two albums from these guys that I still want to have, and I'm so happy that I picked them up. They were very cheap. Fantastic band. I picked up this one as well, Watchtower Control and Resistance. I think we all know Watchtower. I'm really looking for their debut album, but that one is a lot harder to find. This one lit a little bit more accessible, not as hard to find and not as expensive. It's on Noise, technical, progressive, thrash metal, or just more progressive, I guess, than thrash, but nonetheless, it's a great album. I need to really sit for this one. I can't put this on the background. I really need to focus for this one. With inner sleeve, most of these unfortunately didn't have the inner sleeves, but as long as the sleeve is in a good condition and the record plays fine, and I'm not missing anything. Like, if the inner sleeve is in there, it's just a nice bonus, but I don't mind if it's not in there. But yeah, Watchtower, Control and Resistance, great pickup. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've been looking for this one. I thought it was very easy, like an easy to find record, but I've been kind of struggling finding this one in the wild. And I discovered them earlier this year. I've always slept on this band, which is a shame because this record is fucking fantastic. Twisted Sister, Stay Hungry doesn't need an introduction. Like I said, I really slept on these guys, and earlier this year I discovered their shit and I just fell in love with this album specifically. It's so good I can now unironically listen to We're Not Gonna Take It. It's just fucking fantastic. I love this album and I'm so happy to have found it finally. I knew my local record store had a copy, or at least I thought so, but when I really, like I said, got into these guys, of course their stuff is gone. So like I never came across this album ever again, which, like, I always thought this was pretty easy to find. Twisted Sister, guess not. Stay Hungry, finally have this one. Fucking love it. Love this record. It's good. It's fantastic. Love it. Now I'm only looking for their debut record, really. Also saw it there, but I kind of kept on looking, and I kind of forgot where I saw a copy of that first album, so I didn't got to pick it up eventually. But you know, that keeps the game fun for next year. I have 2 more records to show you guys, and they are just grails, fucking grails, the best part of this video. And you've seen this one teased in the video. It was on my bag. Thrash metal grail with some of the best fucking cover art ever. Evil Dead, Annihilation of Civilization. Fuck yes, this was on my wish list for a long time. A thrash grail. I mean, it's by far not the best thrash metal album, but it's a fantastic one. And a final copy of this one is not too easy to find, but I found one for a pretty good price. I've seen another copy on the fair for like 125 euros. That's like some Discogs bullshit. Nobody's ever going to pay 125 euros for this album. And I didn't even get it for half of that, not even close. Well, that's a little bit exaggerated, but I got it for a good price, not even half of 125, fuck that. But I finally got it. Evil Dead, Annihilation of Civilization. Absolutely fucking love this album. Got the final, very happy thrash grail off my wish list. So the last one has a little bit of a story. I saw it in the bins and it was very cheap that I kind of I was very surprised to see this one for this cheap. And there was a little bit of a description on the record, on like a note, and it said that one song was fucked. So I still kind of wanted to see what was up with this album. It said one song was fucked, and it kind of is. I'll show you in a second, but it brought the price down drastically. And even with that, the seller decided to even give me some more discount on the already very low price for what this record really or usually goes for. This is the biggest grail of this bunch. I've been looking for this one for so long. This is Celtic Frost, Emperor's Return, my favorite Celtic Frost. I don't really honestly need anything else from Celtic Frost, but I have been really looking for this one. I fucking love this one. I've been saying that about the past few records. It's a great one. It's a great one. It's my favorite Celtic Frost album. It is a... It says 1985. The sleeve says 1985, but the record itself is a 1988 repress with a silver label. Now, why was this album so cheap to what it usually goes for? The guy said, by the way, it also has the noise inner sleeve, very nice. The guy said there was a little fuck up on one of the songs. This side looks great, as you can see the silver noise label. But then on the A side, the second song, you can see it there. It looks like Jürgen Aumann fell asleep with a cigarette in his hand. It looks like cigarette burns on this song. You can't see it that well, but the grooves, it's not just a stain, it looks like it's really digged into the grooves. I haven't played it yet. I can't play it. I don't have my record player here. As you can see, I'm on a different location, different house, but I can't test it. But even without this song, it was still a fucking steal for the price. And I can always sit out a better version, but nonetheless, again, for the price that I got it for, absolutely fucking amazing. I couldn't leave it. Been looking for it for so long. Celtic Frost, Emperor's Return. What the hell? I finally got a copy of this one, and it's jams like this that I'm so just happy to hold in my hands. There were, like I said, you've seen it, some other death metal grails that I also checked out, that I've never even seen in real life, and I got to hold them. I didn't buy them, but it's just a fantastic experience to see records that are so rare like that, and you just have a glimpse of them in your hands. At least for a younger collector like me, I don't know anything else than ridiculous rarity prices. So I wasn't around early 90s where vinyl was where that shit wasn't expensive, it was just normal. So holding gems like this is, to me, it's just fantastic. it's really what this passion is about, finding stuff like this, the music you love, and just like the kick of original presses, early presses, stuff like this. I take this over a reissue any fucking day. Yeah, I'm going to stop mumbling. That was the haul. 10 records, 10 fantastic albums. Crossed most of that shit from my wish list. Very happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Having a quick look at the record fair that I always visit, that I always talk about, and I hope you guys enjoyed this haul that I just showed. Please check out some of the stuff that I showed and let me know what you think about that. What was your favorite record from this haul? Just let me know, share this video, whatever, I don't care. Have a good day, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys in the new one. Bye.